So here I am. Thank you for being here, for letting me practice with you. So I'm going to be using two different decks. These were the two decks that wanted to come out tonight. If you've seen any of my card videos, I've probably mentioned this deck. I love this deck. It was one of my first decks I got. And I just feel like it's super powerful. It does come with a guidebook, and all of the cards have like this like a really long, really deep message. So that's why I really like these. And then the other one I'm going to use, I haven't had this one for as long. I can't figure out how on my laptop, it's a little different. The Green Witch Tarot. So I'll show you what like the front and the back. That's what the back looks like. This was the one that I got today, which I posted in my group. But I thought it was so funny. I thought it was so perfect for, I pulled this morning and I was like, oh, it reminded me of what I was going to be doing tonight with all of you. So I'll just kind of pull some cards. I'll kind of show you what I'm doing. I like to start with the Oracle cards first, just to kind of see kind of what the theme is, and then I'm going to talk a little bit while I'm doing it, just about kind of how I do it, or what kind of, there's a lot of rules out there depending who you listen to, so I just want to kind of talk a little bit about that. So I like I said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to see your comments, but if you are there live right now, I would love to know just what your experiences are with Oracle and or tarot cards. So let me know. Do you pull them yourself? Do you like when other people pull them? Do you only use Oracle? Do you only use tarot? Are you wanting to learn how to use them yourself? That kind of stuff will help me with what I end up talking about. Okay, so you can notice when I shuffle, I don't do anything fancy. I'll show you. I do this, and I do this. And while I'm shuffling, so I didn't even ask yet, but while I'm shuffling, I'm just asking, okay, what's the theme? So for anyone watching live or the replay, what card will be meaningful for them? What card are they meant to see? What guidance are they meant to receive that is in their highest and best? So I might just kind of say something like that. And then when I decide they're shuffled enough, I just stop shuffling. That took me a while to trust that I was done shuffling and knowing when to stop. So I just decided one day that whenever I decided it was the time to stop shuffling, it was, and I'm just going to trust that to kind of take a little of the pressure off. Oh, I like this one. So we got surrender. So she's in the water, lots of emotions. So we're surrendering to something. And feel free when you see a card, you can say whatever comes to mind when you see it, whether it's for you, not for you. That's the other thing, is I don't always go by the guidebook. So sometimes I use the guidebook and sometimes I don't. So sometimes the picture will speak to you. Like today, this to me is saying we're really being asked to surrender to something that's really emotional. So something that we've been dealing with that has a lot of emotions coming up, we are being asked to surrender to that. So I'm going to leave this card up here. My hope is that when we pull the tarot cards now, that it's all going to go together. So that's like the fun part when you use more than one deck, is when they do all go together. That can be really fun. Oh, I see some of your comments. Oh, Teresa, you found it. Yay. Yes, Jennifer, bedtime went smoothly enough. No one's coming out of bed yet, so that's good. Alyssa draws cards every morning. So do I. So I just finished teaching my class about it, but they are what help the tongue-tied. They are really what helps me take my aligned action every day. So like from my cards, I know, am I meant to make a Facebook post? Am I meant to stay off of Facebook? Am I meant to do something fun like this? I really use them. Am I meant to have a difficult conversation with someone? Am I meant to focus on me? I don't know. Whatever. But that's really how I use my cards every morning for that. Teresa hasn't worked with them much. Yes, Alyssa likes to draw one for every month of the year at the beginning of the year. Yes, that is super fun. I do it monthly, but I've never thought of doing it at the beginning for all the months. That's really cool. I like that idea. Hi, Maria. Ooh, a crystal card. Jennifer, I like that. Okay, so like I'm doing the same thing down here. Nothing fancy. There are so many different ways to shuffle cards. Some people like do this. My hands are kind of small, so like it doesn't really work. But some people do this thing where they like do that. Some people will just move them around kind of until cards shoot out. I just do this, and then I kind of like cut it in thirds. I don't know why. It's just what I do. So let's see. I'm gonna ask, okay, what? And then normally I just would say this in my head, but what does anyone on the replay or live, what are we meant to receive today? What guidance are we meant to receive? What are we meant to know that is in our highest and best? Hi, Debbie. Okay, let's see what comes up before I flip the tarot cards. Depending who you talk to, tarot has a lot of rules. So oracle cards, I feel like don't have as many rules, or I haven't come across them. I am in a few like tarot Facebook groups, and I will say like my friends that I know don't have a lot of rules with tarot. It's very much use your intuition, whatever it means to you, it means to you, which I'm totally for. Some people are a little more strict with it, which is totally fine. If the rules resonate with you, keep the rules. But a lot of times I find that they can kind of scare off someone just starting because it seems so overwhelming, or they just don't resonate with it. I don't know why I'm still shuffling. Maybe that still needs to be shuffled. So certain things like I've heard you can't buy your own decks. Actually, I think I've heard that for Oracle too. I don't believe at all in that. I have bought many decks. I have had some gifted to me, which is always extra special. But if you are someone that's interested, I would not wait to get a deck gifted to you unless that's really meaningful for you. And if it is, I would ask someone to buy you a deck, not just like wait around. I've seen people in those Facebook groups, right? And I'm not judging them. I feel bad that they feel like they have to wait around for someone to gift them a tarot deck or an oracle deck, and they're interested in learning. Also, you don't have to use the guidebook. For this deck, I like using the guidebook. My guides want me to use the guidebook for this deck. Not all my decks are like that. Yeah, that's good for now. Okay, let's see what comes up. Here, I'm going to put them down here, and then I'm going to see if I can flip them for you. Okay. Oh, we have like sunny, bright cards today, everyone. Okay, let's see if I can flip these around, and then I'll show you kind of what I do with them. Can we see? Oh yeah, I think, did I flip them the right way? Yeah, they're upright for you. Okay. Yes, Debbie's saying she does tarot. Yeah, for using your intuition, it's really just like keep practicing. And just trusting everything is about trust. Okay, so these are the ones that came up. You know what I like? I'm guessing, so I'll show you what I do, but anyway, I'll let you look at them for a minute. But they're pretty, they're like bright colors. Definitely in this deck, like if there's bright colors, it's usually like happy kind of things. And if it is not bright colors, it's more like heavy energies. I don't want to say negative or bad. Yeah, Alyssa, same. I buy them like, I look at the pictures, like Amazon and YouTube are really good to like look at pictures, and so you can see like what decks you're drawn to. And then I also use my pendulum when I do this. So pendulum, do you have one? Do you use one? Feel free to let me know. This is my newest one. I don't know if some of you probably haven't seen it yet. Little amethyst. It's got some pretty things here. It's got like the flower of life, sacred geometry. So what I like to do is I like to check, are these cards the ones that are meant to be here? Usually I can tell. Once in a while it's like the last card doesn't want to be used. So this is a tool. If you've never used one, I like to use one to get yes, no answers. I also do a lot of my clearing and activating and healing with this. But for cards, I ask yes, no questions to whoever I'm connecting to. So just a little side note with pendulums. You do you. However, I would suggest that you connect to like high energetic, high vibrational energies when you use a pendulum, whether you check in with your higher self or your highest guide, or if you have like a certain teacher or ascended master or certain archangels, Jesus, whoever you like to check in with, I would very much suggest you check in with like a high vibrational. I don't know how much I talked without anyone being there. But this one's also new beginnings. Oh, there's Jennifer. Okay, I see your comment. I don't know, I got kicked off. We have too much energy going on, right? This one's also like new ventures, especially business, which is really kind of funny. So all three of these cards are like happy new start, new ventures, especially like business type ventures. So what I was saying before we got cut off by the internet or Facebook, I'm curious if any of you have like a new start or a new venture or a new phase of like earthly stuff about to happen. These are definitely showing promising results for us for whatever that new phase is that's coming. I'll wait like a second just to see if anyone has anything to say about that. I know for me, I'm going to be starting teaching some of my classes, so this definitely goes for what I'm doing. But I'm curious if it's, I don't want to just be reading for myself over here. And then I think where this comes in is we have to, those of us who are moving into like a new phase right now, whether it's business or something else, this is what we need to move through first. So, of course, my mom's calling me. No, hopefully she doesn't. Oh, gosh. Am I still here? Okay. My mom's going to probably keep calling because she just got home from vacation. Okay. Oh, Cassie, hi. Yes. So new things, new, like I said, new earthly things. For a lot of you, I feel like it is going to be the business because there's two business cards. But it could be anything earthly, any like new venture, new phase, definitely career going into. Kim, oh, that's big, yeah. But everything's bright, so I mean, it's looking very nice. But I do think we need to move through this. So surrendering, just surrendering to the process, surrendering to whatever emotions are around it. Obviously, like going into new, yeah. Hi, Alyssa. I don't know what happened. Moving into new things can be scary, right? Especially for like our humanness. It can be scary. There can be a lot of emotions, and this is like just surrender to the outcome, surrender to the process, because it's going to be beautiful. I don't know why I can't hold these the right way. It's going to be beautiful and bright. So that feels really good. I'm just going to see if there's any clearing. So then the other thing I like to check when I'm doing my cards is if there's any clearing to be done, or healing or activating. Okay, is there any clearing? Is there any healing? Okay, so what a fun, I wasn't even planning on this tonight. Yeah, so my guides are wanting us to do a little clearing on these emotions that are kind of maybe getting in the way from seeing all this like bright stuff, or any obstacles that are, it's probably obstacles in our mind, not so much obstacles that we're seeing like in our physical reality that we're going to be clearing. So if you would like to receive that clearing, just say I receive it, or yes, feel free to type it or just say it in your head. I am going to be sending Reiki while I do this. I already had called on Reiki before this, so we've had that the whole time. Okay, so we're going to send a little Reiki, and we are clearing whatever obstacles we're meant to surrender to. Just whatever we're meant to clear that's in our highest and best, we're asking that that be clear now, powerfully, immediately, and exactly as we need it. Knowing that we always work in our highest and best. Knowing that this was guided, knowing you were guided here today to receive this clearing. Allowing you to, and me, this is for me too, allowing all of us to fully surrender into the process of this new start, of this new venture, of this new phase. It's funny how quiet it is in my house right now. We're still clearing. We got some stuff to clear, ladies. And just knowing that we're only clearing what's not in our highest and best. So we can move on to this next phase. We have a lot of clearing going on. It's still going. I don't want to I can move this, I guess. I don't want to move my hand. We are clearing. So just holding space for all of us while we clear whatever our highest self wanted us to clear today. There we go. Okay, one nice deep breath. Okay, beautiful. So that needed to be cleared. Okay, let's see. I want to see if any other cards want to pop out still. These are the only decks that wanted to be used. Let me see. So one of my favorite things to do is after I've cleared something, I like to ask, like, either after I've cleared something or after I've taken action on a card that I've pulled, I like to ask, like, have we moved through this energy? Yeah. So have we moved through this energy, and are we ready to pull another card? Yes. So we have moved through this energy, and we can pull another card from this deck. So sometimes it's kind of fun to just see how the energy changes after you take action on your messages or do any sort of clearing or healing. Okay, so just asking, okay, what are we meant to know? What are we meant to reflect on? What guidance is for us? Or what energy are we in now? Any of those things. Okay. Ooh, this is compassion. This one's pretty. I wouldn't be surprised if they want me to do a heart healing thing right now. Okay, so this one is compassion. I'm not going to read the whole guidebook, but I do want to read the affirmation for all of you because I feel like that wants to come out. So at the bottom of all these is an affirmation. This one says, I am filled with thoughts of gratitude, compassion, forgiveness, and love. And it is associated with our heart chakra. This is turning into a card pulling and healing. Okay, is there healing? Yeah, of course. Okay, you can't just get me doing cards. I tried for everyone. It's not just going to be cards. Okay, they want us to do a heart healing the second time. Seeing this, I love this card. It's so pretty. It looks like it's got that like galactic look to it, but also just like so much heart. Okay, so if you would like to receive the heart healing that my guides want you to be able to receive if you want it, you can just say in your head or out loud, I receive, yes. You can type it in, but you don't have to. We're already doing it. So just asking that anything that needs to be healed in our heart is receiving healing right now. With this hand, I'm sending Reiki. So sending Reiki. You did just clear a lot. So sometimes when we clear, it's like there's new space to fill. And now we're filling it up with Reiki and love and healing. So as you can see, this is also what I use cards for, is knowing when things need to be cleared, healed, or activated. I'm going to laugh real loud if I pull another card and it's for an activation. I was like, I'm only going to do cards tonight. No Reiki, no healing. I mean, I like doing it. That's not a problem for me. Okay, a nice deep breath. We say thank you. That was a nice one for our heart. So now I would ask, okay, do we move through this energy? Yes. Okay, yeah, what's another one of these? Okay, little did all you know, you came here for a clearing and a healing tonight too. Okay, what other card are we meant to see in this deck today? What is meant for us? Okay. Ooh, this one's fun. It's probably an activation. Okay, Sacred Journey. So I like this one for a lot of reasons. I like the fire in it. Reminds me of Holy Fire Reiki, which is what I've been practicing a lot lately. And the Sacred Journey, you can kind of, it almost looks like a snake maybe, or maybe you're seeing something else. Feel free to let me know if you're seeing something else. That's what's kind of neat about these cards too. This is all about honoring our journey and our process, and knowing that it's not always what we thought we signed up for, but on a soul level, we did sign up for it. It is a sacred journey. It doesn't mean it feels good always. I feel like I might want to read part of this one too. I can still feel some clearing happening from before too. So some of you are still clearing. There is wisdom in knowing that even darkness serves its purpose in the growth of the soul. Okay, this is a little long, but I can tell that it's meant to be read. Darkness need not be feared, but simply understood. Darkness is a misunderstood energy which causes so much emotional distress and disharmony around the world, as it is seen as something that is separate to God. Most often, it is seen as something that needs to be avoided and battled. Darkness, too, serves its purpose. Through darkness, we come to see the light that is in us. We expand our conscious understanding through first walking in the shadows of our soul. The more you ignore, push away, and avoid darkness, the more it is attracted to your space. It is only through love and understanding of the true nature of darkness, embracing its role, and having gratitude for the lessons it teaches us that we are able to transcend its karmic wheel. Only then do we break free from its cyclic challenges that trigger the soul through its many faces and forms. Darkness is here to help us find our way back into our heart. We are all good. We are all one. Good, evil, dark, light, and the many other labels mankind has used to separate this energy that is one. Do not fear the shadows within or outside you, but simply observe the dance of life that is occurring all around you. See the lessons that unfold from the dark periods in your life. Understand their meaning and purpose. When you can transcend this illusion of separateness and judgment of all that is seen as dark, you transcend the illusion of suffering. The more you walk this journey with understanding and clarity, the more at peace you are with this world. You are then ready to enter realms of higher consciousness and increased light. And the affirmation is, I am triumphant in knowing that even darkness serves its purpose in the fruition of the soul. So it's like a little bit of a heavy card, but it's a reminder to always keep that heart, oh my God, I'm backwards, that heart-centered approach in all we do, and knowing that your journey, as you're like, you can think about kind of going around this like snake thing, that your journey, it's not always going to be those rainbows and butterflies. I know you know, Alyssa. and that there's always light in the darkness. Always, always, always. And I'm not someone that's going to say everything happens for a reason. I do think there is a lesson in everything, and there is an opportunity for growth and for more love to come in everything. But I also know it does not always feel good. So this is just kind of a reminder. It's kind of like, I would see this as like a hug to you. Like, if you're going through some junk right now that doesn't feel so nice on your human journey, it's part of your path. Part of your path. Trust that path. Let me just see if I feel like there was going to be an activation with this one. Let me just see. Yeah, so this one wants an activation of our solar plexus. So if you want to receive that, again, just intend to receive it and you will. So we're activating our solar plexus, which is our, that's like our power center, like that's how we move through the world. When our solar plexus is having trouble, it's, we're going to be more like reserved, like held back. But when it's like happy and spinning beautiful and yellow, it's, you're able to like put your confidence out into the world, like go forth and live your life, go forth and live your purpose, all that good stuff. So we're activating that now. Activating. And I'm just sending Reiki to help integrate that. You probably can't hear. My husband's playing video games downstairs with his friends. Like, he wears the headphones when he does it, so like he's so loud. It's like making the weird. I don't know what they're doing, but there's some weird sounds coming from downstairs. Okay, nice deep breath. Okay, that felt really helpful. Really, like deep. Let's see. Ooh, I think this deck still wants a few more cards if anyone still wants to stick around. What time is it? 8:35? Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay, let's check. Okay. I guess these two decks did want to be used today. Okay, let's see what else is for us. So that was kind of like, earlier was like a career kind of thing. I'm kind of wondering, I don't know, maybe like, I don't know what's going to come up. We'll see. I can't pretend to guess. Okay, what else are we meant to know tonight? What else are we meant to know? What guidance are we meant to receive? Okay. Got totally different cards. No one gets scared, not in a bad way. Yes, I agree, Alyssa. Okay, let me show you these this way, and then you can kind of see what they, it's probably not like the best way. So this one is a little darker in color, but that doesn't mean it's bad. I know sometimes, so I really like this deck because none of them like look really scary. But just know, in the wrong guidebook, just know that even when, hey Tia, we're at the end, but don't worry. We have 3 more cards I think we're gonna go through. I was just saying that some cards sometimes look scary, but none of them is something to be scared about. Especially the way that I read them is really about the present. I'm not looking like into the future to see what's going to happen. Just curious what this one is. Oh, okay. Okay, let me turn you around, back up here. Okay, so first we have this guy looking all cool and magical. So I'm feeling like he is here kind of in like a mentor role. So I don't know who some of you connect with, but maybe some sort of male energy that helps support you, or that you yeah, that you connect with, or, you know, is guiding you. I feel like that's why this one's here, to be like, hey, I'm here. Like, reach out to me, like, say, you know, I want your support. I feel like he's here for you. Yeah, like a strong but like friendly old guy. I like that. Okay, this one. So I usually get this one when I'm being reminded, like, you don't have to do anything special right now. Like, you don't have to um, jump through any hoops. You don't have to. So he's setting up a bear trap. So it's like, you don't have to do that. The bear's right behind him. Like, the bear's behind him. He doesn't have to set up a bear trap right there. If he needed a bear, it's behind him. So this is like, so for example, for me and my course coming up, I was asking spirit, kind of like, is there anything else I need to do to kind of like draw in the people that are meant to be in that course? And I got the message like, no, just be. And I'm like, cool. I love just being. I would like to not try to figure out what to post or who to email or who to whatever. So that's like, this energy is very much like, just let nature take its course. Let that journey unfold. Whatever is kind of happening, just let it unfold. You don't have to set the bear trap. You don't have to do whatever big thing maybe you felt like you had to do. This is saying like, maybe you don't have to do it. I also like this one, all the lights in the back, the little like bright lights are like showing all like the spirit help you have, all the spirit support that's like around you, that he's not noticing right now in the picture. So if it's something that you're not noticing, maybe to also like look around and just like be more laughing. My husband's like screaming, playing video games downstairs. Just look around, notice that support. There is support around you. So like, stand up, notice it. You don't have to be like on the ground doing all the hard stuff right now. And then we got the witch. She looks pretty cool. It's a cauldron. We're looking at the guidebook for this one, because I don't know why she's showing up for us. I'm wondering if she's a mentor or if it's something else. Oh, I like this. Taking control of one's personal destiny. Let's see. Opening up to a wider audience. Practical use of knowledge, problem solving, creativity. I feel like that doesn't, we're going to see if that, I feel like that doesn't go with, yeah, that one's not meant for us. I'm like, why is that not working? That card wasn't for us. That's why. Okay, these were the two that wanted to come out. So we have our, oh my gosh, I'm backwards all the time over here. We have our like male energy supporter guy. He's here for us. Call him in. He wants to help. He wants to support you. And then this is the like, let it unfold. Let your sacred journey unfold. Even if it doesn't feel good, bringing that heart-centered love into it, or even just coming back to your heart when it is feeling like, oh my gosh, what is going on? This is too crazy, right? When you're feeling that, like just even like putting your hand on your heart, taking a few deep breaths, like, I'm here, this isn't easy, but this is a part of my journey. I will grow through this. There will be more love. That's the thing too, is when we have those harder times, those like tough human times, that's when the love can come in even more, has the opportunity to come in even more, and surrendering to that, surrendering to the love, surrendering to the journey. And then those of us that do have like this new fresh phase, new fresh start coming, it's looking good. It's looking good for us. I think I'm feeling like that's probably going to be it. Tia, I have two of your crystals here, if anyone wants to see them. This one wants to be with me for like protection, which is why I have it over here right now. And then this fluorite was like, it wanted to help me focus. I don't know if that's normally what they're used for, but that's what they wanted me to use them for. So that's why they're here. Let me just make sure there's nothing else that we want to talk about. More cards want to come out. Look at that. We still have another card. Oh, Alyssa, that's exciting. Alyssa's gonna go back. First training class in environmental education. That sounds really neat. But yes, I understand. It's change is hard, right? Change is not always easy. So yeah, you have a lot going on. That's exciting though. Is it okay, Tia? I didn't end up I looked up the what was it called? I have the two other ones right here. So I got crystals from Tia the other day. That's why I have them all right here. This one, I think it was the, oh my God, I don't know how to say this, rhododendite. I know how to spell it, I don't know how to say it. But this one was like, wanted to help with like love kind of stuff, which makes sense because it's pink. I think I looked up this meaning though. And then this one was lepidolite. It's so funny with crystals. I know how to spell them and I never know how to say them because I never say them out loud. But this heart wanted to be upstairs on my altar for like when my kids are sad or to like pick it up. And my littlest one picked this up the other day and he went from like so sad to so happy. It was crazy. Yeah, I was surprised. I thought that was wrapping it up. I was like, okay, I'm gonna summarize these. And no, we have another one. And knowing me, it's probably going to be like some sort of clearing with it too. Okay, let's see. What other card is for us today? It's fine with me. This was like my fun Friday night. Okay. What wants to come out? Celebration. That's fun. What are we celebrating? Who has something to celebrate? Let's all, whatever it is, write it down. I know Alyssa already wrote something, celebrating getting the application in. I'm celebrating my nice new crystals. I'm actually also celebrating, I got my Reiki manuals in today to mail out to people taking my class, and it made it like super real that I'm teaching Reiki. So that for me was like a huge celebration. It just feels so much more real. I want to see the affirmation on this one too. I celebrate the light and love that is me and have gratitude for this opportunity to shine. Your light is radiant. Be open to spiritual and material blessings coming your way. That sounds good. Yes, Jennifer's hoping for a new job soon. I mean, it looks happy, right? Yeah, so Kim's asking about intuition and a pendulum. For me, I know not everyone resonates with the pendulum. For me, this, along with the doing cards, like when I combined them both, was so huge for me. I was someone who like just didn't trust anything, and I needed to like see it. And with a pendulum, for me, I was able to like see the yes or see the no. And it was like, for me, it helped me trust my intuition. So I was getting like what to ask yes or no for. And then the pendulum, me actually seeing it, was like showing me either confirming what I already knew. A lot of times, I guess, confirming what I already knew. But yeah, for me, a pendulum has helped so much. And even for I mean, I still use it when I do cards. And yes, I was going to say, I know Tia uses muscle testing, which she just wrote. That's basically muscle testing to me is like using your body instead of a pendulum. The cool thing about if you learn muscle testing, and you can just look up a video on YouTube. There's probably so many videos on YouTube. There's a lot of different ways to muscle test, but the nice thing about muscle testing versus a pendulum is you don't need a tool. You just use your body for muscle testing. For me, at the beginning, I needed to like see that yes or no. Like I could hold a pendulum steady and look for the yes or the no. I had a lot of trouble trusting like whatever kind of muscle testing I was trying to do to get my yes or no. That being said, I also do the body swaying a lot, which I don't know if it's technically called muscle testing. I don't think so. But like you can practice it by like standing up and you can ask like, what is my yes or what is my no? And if you just stay like kind of like stay still standing up and or sitting down, and you can your body will sway one way or the other. Yes, good night, Teresa. It was nice seeing you. So like for most people, I think when they move forward is a yes and backwards is a no. You can also ask questions like, is my name Amy? Is my name Alicia? To get the yes or no questions. For me now, like right is yes and left is no. But it can be different for everyone, but just playing around. But I like the pendulum because I could like see the yes or the no, or you can use like even like a pendulum mat that has like things on it. But everyone is different. So yeah, it's all whatever feels right to you. Yes, I know what you mean with the light with your eyes closed. Yeah, I would say, Kim, look into whatever feels right, whether it's muscle testing or pendulum. I would totally look into one of those things. Okay, I feel like that was it for the cards. Let me just check because I thought that was last time. Okay, gotta know that time. Oh, I should ask about, hold on. Yeah, so what I'm doing, intuition and practice with the pendulum, is I'm getting like the idea in my head. Like I'm not someone who like hears voices, but I get ideas in my head that feel like my own thoughts, but they're not really. Well, sometimes they're my own thoughts, of course. But I'll get a message in my head that feels like a thought. Like my thought was just like, oh, does it make sense to close this with a little Reiki? So I checked that with my pendulum, got a yes. And then asking if there were any cards to be drawn still, got a no. So if you want to receive a little Reiki at the end, I am very happy to, I can place this all in a nice little Reiki bubble. Again, to receive it, just intend to receive it and you will receive it. If you don't want it, intend to not, and you won't receive it. Okay. I can still feel some of you clearing. So I've noticed that something that I do just by talking to people is I help them clear things. So someone is clearing something right now, so you're welcome. Okay, so it's just sending a little Reiki to us, kind of just to help integrate in those messages. Helping anything that we cleared out, just really filling it with Reiki. Thanking our higher selves for guiding us here. And we're just going to put each of us in like this energetic, just in like a energetic ball of protection. You don't have to go in it if you don't want to. It's just kind of protecting your energy. Sometimes after like reading cards or doing clearings and healings, we can be a little more energetically vulnerable. So just putting us inside of that. Then I'm just going to fill it up with Reiki. Just asking that the Reiki continue flowing to help integrate whatever needs to be integrated, cleared, or healed for as long as makes sense. Always for our highest and best. And then we say, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so thank you. That was fun. Thank you for giving me the chance to play around with that. That's something I could totally see doing more often with whatever decks want to come through. And then next time I'll know that some clearing and healing and activating will probably want to come through too. So I'm glad I had my pendulum. And yeah, if anyone has any questions about anything I talked about or did, or questions about pendulums or cards, feel free to reach out to me. If you have questions about crystals, Tia in there is our girl for that. She will be answering any questions you have because I probably don't know the answer. I just know that they're pretty, and but I guess I picked these right, my protection one and my focusing one. So that's fun. But I hope you all have a great night or whenever you're watching this. And what time is it? I can't see that clock. Almost 9 o'clock. I was thinking a little over an hour. Yes, Tia will help you. And yeah, thank you for being here. I'm going to say bye before I keep talking. And yes, Jennifer, I will see you your Monday. Jennifer is from Australia and she's in my class. And I need to set like something on my phone so I know what time it is in Australia. Because it's like a whole day off, which is really neat and really cool that she can still be in my class. Okay, you're welcome. Thank you for being here, and I will see you all when I see you.